Howdy, children. The illustrious and oh so beautiful Dr. Groovy, GroovyMusicLessons.com. I just want to show you folks that, especially the beginners, you can grab some gear that's going to sound great and not have to blow a lot of money, especially on the effects end. I hate people who think they have to spend a lot of money on one effect at a time and that it makes, oh, so much difference. I just think it's a total waste of time and money to spend money on that kind of crap, or anything that costs a lot of money. You can get all the great sounds without spending anything. The one thing, I'll show you a few things. These little Digitech units, these all-in-one, I've got like probably 30 of these things. Buy any of them I can buy for 20-25 bucks each, brand new on eBay. Got all the effects you'd ever need. They even got line outs in the back, so you can go to the amp or you can go straight to the PA. Different sounds for that. Cabinet emulation and stuff. And that one this one here I just took plastic off of a few minutes ago. Spent 10 minutes, programmed 5 patches on here, because on all of them they sound like total garbage with the presets. I don't know who puts the presets and all these things, but they're all crap. So if you ever plug one of these in, they sound like garbage because they spend zero time putting anything in them. They're just trash, but the effects are there to be had, and I'll show you. And the good ones. You don't, effects don't have to sound like the crap they stick in here. The best ones sound like you have no real effects at all, except for maybe a delay or something. But anyway, so I programmed a few things in here. I'm going into, I love all the old solid state PV stuff here from the Solo series back in the 80s and so forth. So like this and the Bandits, and there's a special 130. This one here is built into a monitor wedge cabinet, which I use to play my pedal steel through here in the dungeon. And we're running EQ flat, no reverb or anything on here, because I'm using all the effects down here, so I don't have to use the channel switchers or none of that junk. So I just wanted to show you. So that and that amp, and I'll be using even the Esteban Midnight Legacy guitar. There you go. Okay, so I buy these up for 50 bucks and sell them for 300 and have no problem getting that out of them. Okay, because I take the time, get the good ones, and prove to people that these are awesome things. So I'm going to prove it to you too. Again, I put very basic sounds in here, which these don't have in them, because again, whoever is programming these things are morons. Always have been, so everybody thinks they suck, and they just don't. They just don't take the time to make good patches. Patches? I don't need no stinking patches. So here's the guitar. This here's just got what I put on here: noise gate, some compression, and reverb, like always. And I'll show you some of the actual presets in here that are just junk. Now here's my 2 position on this guitar. Okay, it just sounds like it should. Okay, so it sounds great. Don't need all the garbage that they provide. God, you'll die when you hear the patches that they normally put in here. Here's just another one I stuck in here. Okay, so just a blues type of patch, and I'm going to use the 4 positions, so middle and neck pickups. See, no no reverb, no nothing. So it gets the more you lay into it, and the more you crank up your volume. What was another one? Let's see. Just your typical rock sound with some delay. Okay. So clean, blues, and rock. Then 2 other patches. We'll see what they are. And you've got all your gates, noise gates, shuts it up, no noise. What's on here? You can choose pickups, what kind of pickups you want. If you want this, different, everything from DiMarzio Super Distortions to Duncans to everything you want, you can pick it from here. Tons of amp modeling stuff, equalizers, noise gates, all your reverbs, delays, and a million types of whammy pedals and all that stuff. If you get the little $15 expression pedal to put on there, you can do whammies, or bunch of different harmonizing stuff, or the wah-wahs and all that crap in here. Or you can, kick in drums and all that kind of junk. Drums are common, are on every single pedal they make. So you've got all that to mess with. You always have auxiliary inputs and all kinds of crap on these things. And again, $25, because they're everywhere and people think they're just total garbage, and they are not. And we have effects levels, we have effects library, tone libraries, and if you want just the same patch but you want to add a boost, clean boost to it, and like the other guys do, add the boost to there and do whatever, just do it. And because you can change the volumes for every single preset, so you could just add more volume to the exact same patch, put them next to each other, and kick it for the solo if you want, or just turn up your flipping volume knob. Okay, so that thing sounds great. I'll put it on one of my cooler pickups, like the 2 in the, the neck in the middle again. I don't see any reason to spend anything else. And again, I'm using I got 50 bucks wrapped up in the guitar, 25 for the pedal with shipping included. And you can buy these amps all day long. Craigslist, 50, 75 bucks. And those are great amps. They'll never die on you. Anything from the Solo series from Peavey. Oh, yeah, just a good old chorus sound. Again, nothing, just a little reverb on here, chorus, a little bit of compression, and a noise gate. Okay? What else can you ask for? And I'm using so little of the things. Of course, it's got tremolos and flangers and phase shifters and every possible effect you can possibly think of is on here. But you can put them in there if you want. But again, I'll show you the trash sounds and let you know that I want to let you know first that they're totally capable of making total quality sounds. And again, I usually put like my cleanest sound in the middle. If I go to play live, I just take one of these. Put like a clean sound and a blues sound and a distortion and a couple little things like this around it. But I'll just generally stick my nice clean sound that I always use for my country stuff or whatever. And then on one side I'll do the blues, the other side the distortion. And then a couple extras and that's it. 4 or 5 patches and I'm good. The last one I put in, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I did do this one. Yeah, it's a kind of an octave thing. So there's an octave below, an octave above. But what is cool is they have, with these little stupid chips, made it so that you can do totally polyphonic stuff now instead of monophonic. So you can sound like you have 8-string guitars or whatever and make each octave as loud as you want compared to the root notes or whatever. Possibilities are endless, and again, they're so crazy easy to edit. There's nothing to them. And like I said, I'll gladly show you how to program these things if you would like to, but first just wanted to show you, don't go spend a bunch of money you don't have to go spend a bunch of money to sound good. And where else are you going to get a gazillion effects, when you can get one of these things for 25 bucks? And a nice clean amp that will do, God, I think I'm looking at 130 watts RMS, and I can double that real easily. Just throw a 4-ohm speaker in it and I'm good to go. Anyway, so then the last one I did, I think I kind of like it. Very clean. Sounds better than the Boss acoustic simulator, which is one of the worst pedals ever made. But I like it. It's convincing enough to do with a live situation, I think. check out some of the really nasty sounds, we'll go right down to patch 1, the one they think really shows them off. Fuzzy as all hell. Who's gonna use that? Maybe. Maybe. Horrible. Cut off your face. Razor tone. That's just sick. These are the factory sounds. Horrible. Who would use that? Sounds like a Miku pedal. Not a horrible, just basic distortion, but it's still nasty. Sounds like crap. Nasty, holy crap. Just the tone of each one is bad, so you go to the equalizer and set your tone. They just get so much crap on everything that they don't need. The less effects, the better on these things. See, who wants this shit? Not bad, but way too much high end. They always put way too much gain on everything. Way too much gain. Remember how that goes. But it sounds like fuzz. Horrible. 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 Nope. Almost usable. Fades in. Don't need it. Got a volume pedal for that. That's all it reminds me of. Horrible. Why? Distortion with a phase shifter. Who needs it? Horrible. Just dark sounding. Horrible. 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 Not bad. Horrible. Horrible. Way too much gain. Okay. Anyway, so there you go. I mean, just super so easy. There you go, and the Esteban Midnight Legacy guitar through the Peavey. Can't believe it. And then this stuff. So just let you know, you guys don't need to blow all that money to have good sounds. They're here to be found, but they're not in the units themselves. So you just gotta come up with them. Very easy. Okay. Shh. Later.